I want his axe. It's so strong. Well. Shit. Heal wounds, comprehend languages. Inflict wounds, speak with animals. Enhance ability. And... protection from good and evil. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that'll have to do. That'll have to do. I mean, what other choice do we have, right? What other choice do we have? Guys! Hi, how are you? Hi, Champasta. The boxers look at you boxingly. Let's look at the questing tree. I don't know what it means! Take root. So you took the bird's papers. Made him stick around with the snakes. What, I got a problem here? You sure do. Look. Time to establish some baseline, okay? First of all, immigration is good. What? Immigration, the net positive from a modern society for Norvik. Hold on. Yeah, it's true. What's that got to do with freedom of movement? Literally the most fundamental policy of the Free Strider bloc. In the real old days, the only people with resources to travel the world would be the aristocrats of societies. In the real early days, it'd be the top dragon servant, the top slaves. Then, during the last few centuries, that changed. The average person suddenly got the ability to move. On a societal scale, sure, but also a geographic sense. Each of the Arcanist splinters dealt with it in different ways, but in general, especially once the Coast War broke out for real, all the borders got real tight. Shoot on sight type policy. Wasn't uncommon. That's shit. Real shit. Agreed, borders are bullshit. Real bullshit. So let's go over the facts here. Number one cause of starvation, poverty, and economically related suffering is the general lack of prosperity. Historically, it's understandable why peasants and kings or early Arcanists didn't really get this. They shouldn't have any reference point. Things were always terrible, you wouldn't even know what's good, right? Then comes industry, mass production, both esoteric stuff, access to free food, healing services, teleportation to the fundamentals, textile factories, metal refining, transportation. All of it giving way to unprecedented amount of prosperity for everyone. It's like cheating in the economy. Everyone gets rich all of a sudden, even the old aristocrats. So then you have the question of nation states, of borders. You can make an argument that freedom of movement goes against certain ideals of nationalism, sure, but you can't completely lock your own people away from others. You can't stay out of the global trade. You lose authoritarian touch. In return, you get a super magical economic boost, one that helps everyone. You know, those Owlskulls, they hate free striderism so much. This is the point where they all shut the fuck up and sit down. Because Asgalism didn't make anything better, not anywhere near the degree that the opening the markets did. And locking down your borders, not allowing trade, people, labor, goods, and services to flow at the behest of the benevolent invisible hand. That's literally like arbitrarily making your people, all your people, objectively less wealthy. And probably a lot hungrier. Just for some dumb ego trip. Thus, immigration is fucking great. And anyone who disagrees is a fucking idiot. Here fucking here, dexterity. What a great fucking sentiment. This game rules! I hope you're all listening to that. I hope you all agree. Yes, immigration is great and helps us fill our ranks. Immigration is amazing, but only for the Falkarian reasons we should other people need. Immigration is balanced amounts of great, but too much can create strife and cultural clashes. Immigration is a tool for the bourgeoisie used to slow down the wage growth. Immigration is a threat to democracy. No, immigration destroys nations, it destroys people just because the other... Whatever you say is good. No. None of this apolitical bullshit. The purple fuck isn't here to save you. City is changing and you need to make a damn policy decision. Oh, dexterity doesn't want... Ooh. You've convinced me. I will now allow strangers to come live with me in my apartment. You don't own an apartment. You live with your mum. Touche. Come on, be serious for once. This is the hardcore stuff. Immigration is good. Repeat it. Immigration is... I don't agree with any of these. Probably the fourth one. Immigration in balanced amounts is great. Too much creates strife and cultural clashes. That's probably true in a world with dwarves and elves and dragons and shit. Immigration is amazing, but only for Falkarian reasons. We should help people in need by sharing our wealth. That's some communist socialist fucking bullshit. Immigration is great. It helps us fill our ranks with increasingly growing Nokivian industries. That's some capitalist bullshit. Immigration is a tool of the bourgeoisie used to slow down the wage increases and dilate the working class society. That's some racist bullshit. Immigration is a threat to democracy. That's some fascist bullshit. Immigration destroys nations. It destroys people just because of... That's some racist fascist bullshit. There's no good answer! Exactly. The new era is one of constant expansion and increasing value. We need more people, more workers, more consumers. Factory owners win. Those poor immigrants win. Everyone wins. What about the locals? Sorry? The local working class. Oh, they win too. So anyway, yeah. Making drummer stay. Just glazing over that, are you, dexterity? Oh, righty-o. Very pro-immigration, but doesn't want to acknowledge the local working class. Interesting, dexterity. You have shown your colors, and your color is yellow. Making drummer stay when he clearly wanted to get out? Shit move. Just a straight-up asshole move. You could clearly learn a lot from that bird. He's got that, infectious paranoia about him. Oh shit, your stomach's upset. The bird. Yeah? The bird is the survivor. That is his legacy. More than that, he really had one hell of a way to handle himself, ignoring the shitty escape attempt. You saw how he danced around your questions. Seriously. Maybe it's a racial thing, but he read the room just as well as he recorded those voices. Honestly, both of those are damn true. Take any lesson you want from him. That bird's got game. And remember, immigration is good. Come on, relax with all the debating. Focus on the choices. Yeah, seriously, I'm apolitical. There's no need to turn everything into debate. I want to say that because it's funny, but I think I have to pick other stuff here. Oh. I'm about to get a feat. I'm about to get a feat. Oh, this is how you get feats. Cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that is fucking... That's so cool. Dude. That's fucking genius. That's actually the cleverest shit. Oh, I'm gonna use that in my campaigns. Oh, that's so fucking good. How did they come up with that? That's so clever. Now I want to pick this, just to see what happens. That's seriously, I made political, no need to turn everything into a debate. Look at the suave talk is... The suave talk is neat, not making it ask yourself. Great, love it. But just go yellow, man. Stop it with this holier-than-thou fuckery. The free striders are very influential, absolutely. But you don't want to lock yourself in. Remember what happened last time you did that? Yeah. Exactly. You didn't do anything wrong, just some innocent, anonymous articles. The problem was nobody liked you enough to defend you, so let's change that. What if nobody liked you because you keep changing your mind about politics all the time? I haven't been reading the papers! People are talking about me! No, that couldn't be. Everyone loves a moderate. Oh, the papers are writing about me! This game goes fucking deeper than I thought it goes. No! I haven't been checking the papers! What are they saying about me? We gotta go buy a newspaper. Fuck! Fuck! Alright, tell me about infectious paranoia. Be ready for anything. The world could fall apart any second. The walls could implode. Your dreams shattered. When that happens, you get ready to run. Leave the city in a crate. Ship yourself to hike sea. Whatever it takes to get away from any of those pesky consequences. Infectious paranoia. Adventure on initiative rolls. Yeah. Tell me more about survival of the fittest. You live through it all. Survival of the fittest. Advantage on death saving throws. Tell me more about reading the room. You want to say the right thing, right? Make the right choice? Yeah. Might help you have a quick glance around the room. Might help to have a quick glance around the room first. Reading the room. Advantage on behold checks. Oh. I'm ready to make a decision. Go for it. Reading the room. Great. No more excuses now. Time to understand people so you can control them like sheep. Stop thinking about this now. Cool! That's so fucking cool! Alright, we need to get a newspaper. Whoa, wee! Good writing! Good writing, good writing, good writing, good writing! Where's the papers? Where's the papers? Where's the papers? Here. Engage.
Huh?
Hey, it's you again. Buying something? Give me the news? Boy stares at you. He's thinking about how to explain this to you. So here's the thing, we sell newspapers here. If I just tell you the news, we don't make any money. I'm in a rush, just give it to me. Kid glances around the corner of the shop and he shrugs. Fine, but don't tell anyone. Kid grabs a copy of the Post and starts reading. Sad, would have been more fun if he grabbed the news of Norvik. That one's mostly rumors and sensationalist bullshit. It's great. That's what we need to read next. Election week, 5 parties. Above exclusion limit. Polling shows nationalists ahead at 40%, free striders and adscalists being at 20% each, the arcanists and agrarians holding out above the limit at around 5% each. These polls are mainly done in rich areas, the human areas. I don't always trust the polls. Party of Norvik still won't comment on the missing paladin. This Gorm Skolderman fellow's been gone for months at this point, but here's the drama. He was last spotted heading down into the city below. Maybe he's stuck fighting the undead or something. Or maybe he's dead, you know, after having fought some undead or whatever. Perfect place for a paladin. Neglecting his duties for his party? Perfect place for a paladin. He stares at the bottom of the page. Apparently, the party of Norvik is going to hold an election without him on the official list of members. The Lord Patriarch Askham cannot be reached for comment, it says. Ah, so the fool Lord Trollmord will now heed the list, and the coin Lord Darrow will be number 2. I wonder how that'll go. Too bad for Lord Gorm, unless he's found before the actual election day, of course. You're heading down to the city below, you should look for him. Yes, I should. I will find this legendary paladin. Nice. Anyway, he mutters, turns the page. Ascalus rallies held all over the city. There's an op-ed about the chant. It's being printed illegally and needs to be stopped. If anyone knows the location of printers used in production of the chant, please inform your nearest Free Strider office immediately. You don't sell the chant here, do you? No, sir. No illegal papers here. He turns the page. The Agrarian Party lost almost the entire working class vote, over half the city guards, giving official support to the Green cause. A shame. The stomach likes the Agrarian Party for obvious reasons, guys. A shame. Yeah, the Agrarian Party seems to be out of the race, more or less, along with the Arcane Circle and the Conservation Lobby. So now it's a 3-way tie from what I can see. The latest poll shows 36% Party of Norvik. 20% Revolutionary Free Striders, 24% Asgal. Very interesting, although I'm not involved in any of this, of course. Oh, you aren't? No, because I'm apolitical. No, you see, I'm simply not smart enough to engage with such important topics. Yeah, that's how I feel too, most of the time. So much to keep track of. Kid starts flipping the rest of the pages. Right, that's it, I guess. But, interesting. What? No, I just realized there's no mention of the tea shop yet. Guess they're keeping it out of the news cycle. Speaking of the tea shop, who is? The city, I'd guess. Purchase news in Norwegian. Alright, let's see what it says. Alright. Alright. Oh, the colors. Are they linked to the parts of my personality? They are. Right. It's all fucking coming together now. Strength wants me to be a cleric. Dex wants me to be a rogue. Int wants me to be a wizard. Wisdom wants me to be a druid. Constitution wants me to be a barbarian. Strength is the nationalist. Dex is the free strider. Wisdom is the Asgalist. Constitution is the agrarian. The intelligence is an arcanist, and charisma is apolitical. Which means I can lock in barbarian. There are other trails as well. One's more in tune with your natural inclinations. I see where you're going with this. Yes. You've shown promise as a primal caster. A friendly local druid. It is also a choice you could make in the coming years. One that would suit your demeanor well. Potentially grant you access to healthy relationships. Those things, whatever you say, it's not what your innate crave. No, it's not. No. If you are thick, keep taking hits. If you get back up, even with the world upon your shoulders, suffrage, order, buildings, home, hierarchy, nothing natural. All fake. No, your body craves the real. Fresh meat, flowing water, green grass. A brute. A barbarian of Ascani. That is what untangled the knot in your stomach. And so on. Tell me more about Ascani Barbarian. Your skin is iron. Your flesh is stone. As you crumble, you grow harder. You'll get back up. Ascani Barbarian, whenever you're at 25% HP, add an extra proficiency to your rolls. Oh wow. Tell me more about local druid. Spend some time out in the great outdoors. That's the first step. Extra proficiency in rolls in natural habitats. This includes outside areas. Overgrown areas and caverns. Moist holes also count. Ready to make a decision. It's here. You know. Barbarian. Your body thanks you. The journey shall be long, but you will endure. You always do. Feel like you found yourself. Cool! Alright, we gotta go into that church. Again. That there were stones that we could sneak in or whatever. Where are they? I don't remember what they said. Two bricks, got it. Too inconspicuous. The goblin leans in, getting between you and the stones. Sorry to interrupt, but do you have a reason for eyeing this corner in particular? Secret rocks? No. Oh? He glances at them and whispers, what's the secret? Let's find out. You lean in, you grab the edges and it slides. Like you suspected, they are not just loose, they're easily lifted. As you push them aside, you see what's beneath. A pit, just wide enough for you to slip down, and a ladder. Fuck me. Is that... Fuck you? It's an expression, cleric. But to be fair, you probably could find secret holes like this everywhere in the damn city. Neat. Hold on, is this tunnel connected to the tea shop? A Drake Slayer, such an artwork. It says Joanna, CEO, Moira Quam Ulus Rex. Rifle. Gauntlets of Strength. Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Browns. The fuck are they? 3+ Strength. Dude! My dexterity's fucked anyway. +16 strength +3 on strength checks? Holy, now we're cooking. Son of a bitch, he's got a whole horde back here. Rifle. 3 potions of healing? Nice. You check inside the crate. Potions, several layers of them, wrapped in Ridsian newspapers. Someone has written with big letters on the inside of the crate. Spoiled potions batch, do not drink. Who brewed these? Labels say Hexbrew. Hexbrew is a brand of potion that, as well as the name of the largest mega coven in Reeds, led by Joanna, the most powerful hag on the coast. Are they all spoiled? It appears so. Why they're all together here, though, makes no sense. Box. Nothing interesting about it. Except the tiny carved markings of a bird on the bottom right corner. Check the watery one with a bunch of eternally fizzing red flakes floating around in it. These fucking things, popular with the upper class, really bad for you, though. Why do you have to be so negative, Snell? I don't see anything wrong with wanting to get rid of excess body fat. No, it's like... It's not like they don't work, they're fine. He shows you the label, it says potion of low body fat. It's a... what's it called? A transmutation? People use them to stay fit and healthy, but unlike a customized polymorph potion, these just shift around your nutritional intake. It ends up killing you slowly if you drink too many. That's why they're not illegal to import or sell here. That's why they are illegal. They are not illegal to import here. You know a lot about this, Snell. I might have read an article about it at some point. But whatever. Let these rich folk do whatever they want to themselves, right? Except what happens is that this shit quickly gets passed along to the lower class. And what happens is that he stops to himself and groans. Whatever. What else is in the box? Folk need a strong guiding hand. That is why the state disallowed these substances. Regulation is important. Drink it! And crack it open, the cork flying out of the tunnel. I really don't think it's smart since... And you've downed the whole bottle. You've downed the whole bottle. It tastes like burnt cinnamon. The goblin stares at you. I don't feel anything. Too bad. Stare at the potion box. Check the one that glows faintly yellow at the bottom half and faintly purple at the top half. The bottle is long and slender. Weighs quite a bit in your hands. The potion is labelled Potion of Masculine Femininity. Ah, gender swapper. Those sure are popular these days. You've heard of these. They're not interesting to you. Oh yeah. These are capital P popular. Do I want to drink this? You've thought about what it would be like to be a woman, though it's not something you've ever actively sought out. It might help you understand them better, to sympathize instead of empathize with the plight of men. Womanhood. You are confident in your bodily structure. While you've always been intrigued by the woman itself, you do not wish to partake in its struggle. You are a man. You will die a man. Who would want to drink this? Oh, lots of people. It's all the rage, you know. For some, it's just a thrill, since it's a stable, permanent, and painless switch. It's gotten mass-produced after the war. Still pretty expensive, though. So it just switches all the stuff. Yeah, from what I've heard at least. I don't partake myself exactly. They've talked about banning it a while back, but they ended up just making it a requirement to register the Switch if it goes beyond a few days. Too many people were using it as a quick and easy way to avoid jail time. With regular polymorphers, you've at least got the cost barrier. Do we drink it? Do we become a woman? No. No, watch as you place the bottle back in the box. We can come back to it, right? Check the clear liquid bottle with a tiny label and the several clear white eyeballs inside. Lift it, hold it in your hand. The empty bottle is light, the cork is in your right. You okay, cleric? No, this is wrong. What? Look at the empty bottle in your hand. The potion is fully emptied. The label says potion of amnesia. We don't have to start over, do we? Please say we do. That would be the worst. You drank it. But the weak, spoiled potion only took away a few seconds of your memory. I was like, I don't remember clicking the drink button, but I don't remember drinking it because my character drank it too fast. Oh no, that was close. Holy. So you're okay? I lost a few seconds, but I'm fine otherwise. Alright, spoiled potion, weak effect. Let's just not drink random potions from now on, okay? Check the date in the newspapers. It says Cronus 26 PE on most of them. Last year? Some of these are from your birthday last year. Okay, leave. Cool. Well, if we need to switch gender, we know where to come. Engage. Lever on the wall to a dark chamber. It's probably connected to an opening or an entrance. Huh? Goblin lets out a single sound, then he just takes a step back. You don't want to pull the lever with me, Snell? No, thank you. I'm going to assume it's a spring trap or it'll flood this strange chamber. Pull the lever. You do so. Putting a fair bit of force on it. As you do, groaning. A groaning sound fills the chamber. The passage opens in the west wall. You smell scorched wood and stone. It fills your nostril. Logically, there is only one path that this tunnel leads. The tea shop. Great. Looking inside the crate, you find a notepad. A notepad with several pages of scribbled notes. Handwriting's awful. It says ledger for smuggled goods on the front. Bit on the nose, maybe? This is a notepad filled with proof of both evil action and intent. Great, it's time to break this smuggler lawfully. Look at the list labeled export and import. Many terms you've never heard before, and some you have, mostly importing pocket bikes, a large quantity marked as not arrived and in terrible state. Number of rare potions with various draconic names. Some you understand. Many are simply draconic terms from a divine era, alchemists. Then you spot a final mention of something. Quillwell cartridges. Although it appears to not have left the warehouse. Hey, that's the one Medusa was looking for. The Asgal Girls vendor is clearly this tea shop's owner. Check out the smuggling guide page. On one of the early pages you find a section labeled smuggling guide. That can't actually be... some people, man. Step 1. Use your connections. The Rhodesian merchants are always good for coin. They pay hefty for simple storage. Step 2. Storage. Move things from warehouse to secret tunnel. Use free stride to help. Lift up from pillar crossing. They ride off missing goods lost at sea. Step 3. Keep secret. Mix some crowns with tea shop income. Fudge receipts. Avoid sage leaves handlers. Step 4. No distribution. Return to the warehouse night before the ship leaves. Do not sell goods yourself. Stay clean. Of course the free striders are involved in this. They probably set it up to begin with. Over your shoulder, Snell 2 is reading this elaborate display of criminal incompetence. Looks less angry and more disappointed. I suppose it's a blessing when the crooks of society almost implicate themselves through sheer idiocracy. Look at the latest entry. In the last few pages is a ton of reminder notices written in sloppy handwriting. It goes on about missing payments, lost suppliers, various angry comments about tea shop customers. Then you get a final notice. It's marked with the date March 21st. Day of the explosion. Cost tag potions not yet arrived. Coast tag potions not yet arrived. Days late. Don't want diluted piss again. Elf will arrive from temple. Then I leave. Don't like tea shop being used for meetings. If they break anything, they pay. Elf? Huh. I'm eating in the tea shop. An elf. The smugglers left after letting the elf in through the secret tunnel. Interesting. Let me write this down. Take the notepad. As you start to remove from the crate, it suddenly starts to evaporate in front of you. What? Turning into magical dust in your hands slowly. A curse! Put it back. Stops evaporating. Take it out again. It begins to slowly turn to dust once more. Put it back again. It stops. Take it out again. Snell stops your hand. We get it. We? Everyone in the entire world. The notepad is a defense mechanism or an esoteric abjuration. If you bring the notepad away from this crate, it breaks. Somebody does not want it to be used as evidence in a court battle. You'll have to leave it here for now. I'll send someone to take a look here later, don't worry. I'll make sure that they mention they should not move this thing just in case. Alright, I'm done here. Bag of holding. A bassinet? Holy, I think a fight's coming. Oh, what's that? Too far away, mage hand. What's that? Grants constitution increase for a week. Bingo. Adamantine Warhammer. We got ourselves a weapon. Is that better than my bow? 1 dex, 1 con. 1 dex, 1 charisma. Con needs 1 more, but I think we can probably go with this and not lose the 3. 16, 17, 13, 11, 18. 16, 16, 13, 11, 19. It's cooler to have the Warhammer. We'll keep the bow though. For now, just in case we need it. We can swap and chop and turn stuff around. We got a lot of shit at this stage. Where's this go? We still don't have a book. In the passage, the iron door has fallen off its hinges. The corners, they're bent. Figure out what could have bent it all like this. Natural 20. To melt iron like this, it would require incredible heat. You remember from your studies the art of a fireball spell, an awesome power often used to horrific efficiency in the Coast War to eliminate entire legions. But to reach this degrees of hot and soften this iron, it would have to be 7th level or higher. Holy. More realistically, considering how the flames have forcefully escaped from the back rooms and bending this door this way, 8th or 9th level. Look at the bent corners of the door. To bend metal like this, it takes power. An incredibly high temperature must have been involved to cause it to bend like this. Bent outwards so clearly the origin point of explosion was at the back. Look at the hinges. The hinges are connected to the wall via thick iron nails. Typical dwarven design. They use a metal known as hardstone on doors like this. Looks like they've been ripped right out of the stone. Interesting. Then this was a combination of force and heat. An esoteric effect? Just a spell? Alarming. We're alone. Once the shelves were filled with magazines. In this type of construction before in other tea shops, images of loud dwarves arguing over articles flash in your mind. Main draw of these tea shops is the outlet magazines. Pay for an expensive cup, get access to the latest stories. It's a win-win. You like reading, Snell? Sure, not this garbage. Yeah, you're right. Hard to read when it's burnt like this. No, not... He shakes his head. Copper zines. It's just a bunch of lies and tall tales. Yeah, I agree. I hate journalism. That's not... I mean, there's good newspapers. It's just... Give me one example. Sure, the Green Road. Give me 10 more examples. No. That's fine. Thank you for indulging me. You're welcome. I'd blame the election for a lack of more good journalism, but it really wasn't that much better before. Look at the clumps of charcoal. Littered across the stone alcove, you see chunks of, well, charcoal. It used to be wood. Stone shelves here of a wood front. Is there really nothing readable left? Why would there be? Paper burns quite easily. But what if... Sure, maybe if you find a magically fire-immune newspaper or something. That's right, you have to take a proper look here before moving on. Great. Just great. Your eyes sweep over the ashy remains. Search for something. Anything. Among the mess, you notice something solid. Moving away a small pile of burnt magazines, you discover a paper completely unharmed by the flames. It's a bit dirty. Quick shake reveals the title. The Undercommon. For fuck's sake. This paper is cursed, I tell you. We spent a fortnight fishing these bad boys out of the sewers last year. What kind of arsehole thought a magically indestructible newspaper was a good idea? There's a faint tealish outline on the paper. Not quite glowing in the dark, but almost. It can't even be burnt? Nope, not even magic flame. Is it any good? Glances at magazine. The zine? Nah, it's shit. Put the magazine away and look elsewhere. Whatever content filled this chamber has been pushed up against its cracked walls. Bruh, this tea shop's fucked. The dwarven masonry is damaged in various locations and every single thing in the chamber is burned. Incredible power. This is the center, but where exactly did the explosion originate from? Stony tiles and scorch marks and general aesthetics make this look like a dragon's lair. Beware, beware! Death. Debris. Quick check reveals nothing but charred rock, 9 scraps, remnants of furniture, shelves, maybe chests. Pushed into the corners of the room, a violent and sudden force of heat compressed it all. It was an instant, and everything became nothing. Like the iron beams along the walls. Once they stood straight, holding the ancient tunnel upright. Askew, weak, but they still stand. Like the ceiling. Your heart beats quicker. You glance upwards, finding that the somewhat high ceiling in the chamber to be scorched but intact. This place will stand for now. First, localize the origin point. Jesus. You look around and find the damage confusing. While centered in the chamber, the damage appears uneven, as if the force of the explosion was struggling with itself. With that thought, you receive a vision. Replaying the event in your mind, an explosion. In the chamber. Conflagration spreading. It just doesn't work. However you experiment in your head with the idea of multiple explosions, suddenly it clicks. The floor, it has several marks. You start counting. 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. Looking around the chamber, you see several points from which the fire clearly spread. The explosion is... no. Explosions. Multiple. The companion lifts his head from whatever scraps he was looking at, looking over. What did you say? Keep counting. 4, 5, 6. Even that's not enough. 5. The immense force? 7. 8. You point at the last spot on the floor you see near the west wall where you're standing. 9. 9? 9 of them. You see his face contort as it dawns on him. More than one, he mutters. You're about to blow his little mind, aren't you? Hold up 7 fingers. 9 separate explosions simultaneously. He stares at your fingers. He won't mention it. He's too kind. He looks around the chamber concerned. Walk me through it. How do 9 explosions go off at the same time? We got a cabal of sorcerers, a coven, what? Careful now. Do you really want to share this info with him? goblin is not your boss. You do not need to tell him everything. Could be useful to keep this to yourself for now. Tell him a necklace of fireballs? Or I'll explain once we report to your lady. I don't know, I like him. Do we just tell him? What do you think? I think I was supposed to get here earlier. And when I got here earlier, I think I was supposed to not trust him. But I think we've been through enough now that I do trust him. Ride or die, you think, Ray? If we trust, yes, Slipcore? Alright, let's tell him. Necklace of... He says and pauses. You can see his mind working behind his sharp eyes. Huh? Mimic an explosion with your hands and say... Like the assassination of Priestess Ilona? Something like that. He nods and looks around at the destruction. The mass-produced shit they used in the Coast War. It wouldn't get close to this level of force. You're telling me someone tossed 9 beads of fireball, essentially a fully charged and practically invaluable magic item, into a damn tea shop? It's that, or a group of very, very quick hags. Goblin smirks. You put the image of 9 old ladies scurrying out of a burning tea shop into his mind. He rubs his eyes. Well, shit. Another thing to report. Old lady's not gonna believe it. Leave the rubble stone. Cool. This game's fucking sweet. How the hell is this place still standing? Only not disintegrated thing in the table is this stone slab. Table was once a stone table, now it's scorched as the rest of the tea shop. Move this thing, it's surely hiding something important. Yeah, the table, it must have been flipped over by some force or explosion. Beneath. Everything is horrific beneath. You wanna flip the table? It's damn heavy, but maybe we can do it together. Try to move the stone table. Boom. You grab the table with your gloved hands. Grip it firmly, strongly. No copies your movements. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip the table. You stare into the dark corner of the tea shop. Amidst the soot and broken tiles, you see a corpse. It almost disappears into the destruction around it. It's, Snell stares at it. He's silent. Give him a second. You'll appreciate it. 1 casualty. Report it. Lower your head in respect. You spend a moment next to Snell in silence, your thoughts landing on the disfigured remains. It haunts you. Corpse appears completely charred to you. Such destruction would make it very difficult to identify. Size is average in human terms, somewhat slender. Hard for you to make out anything other than a silhouette. She did not deserve this end. The goblin steels himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, cleric? Your thoughts land on anatomy books, basic medicine training, nothing practical. Death. You know it. You fear it. You are far too young. Clear your throat. The goblin breaks his intense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. He is afraid the corpse will awaken. Not an unreasonable concern, cleric. Not much. What about you? I'm no expert, but you know, part of the gig. Yeah, right. Like those dainty little claws have ever touched a corpse. We should do a preliminary checkup just to scope out the scene. Then we'll get a transport to the Lich House, I guess. We should have Viskin examine it. Uh-huh. He's barely listening to you. I'll check the head. You, check the hands or something? You are not afraid. Approach it. Do your job. Step up. You take a few steps, careful steps up to it. Kneel down. Seeing it up close causes you to shake. Your flesh feels the flames. You share the bond of death. Look at the torso. A dark mass, once skin, now appears to be a solid mass. Doesn't even smell. She was incinerated fully in an instant. The intense heat caused rapid muscle contraction, freezing the woman in place. She placed herself in this position, most likely to take cover from the explosion. Nothing but blackened, brittle carbon residue. However, you're quite certain this was a woman. The mortician will have to determine that. Whatever led her to this corner, it was quick. Woman, unknown age, she crawled into this position before the explosions. Doesn't look like she suffered. Got it? Good info. He leans slightly closer. Too far to see anything. The poor goblin. Oh, the goblin's having a hard time, guys. Focus on the hands. You see that the left hand is destroyed. Perhaps they landed on it? Could have shattered in the fall if the source of the fire was instantaneous enough. The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip. Holding something. A clue, of course. You've read stories like this. The victim always grips something important when they die. No, this is a bad idea unless you want to break the fist into 1,000 pieces. But hey, maybe you do. Pry the hand open carefully. You attempt to pry and dig, but clearly you're not doing it well. Because soon enough the charred hand crackles. And the corpse to soot. Oh God, save us all. Your everything shivers. There's corpse stuff all over your hands! I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. In your panic, the hand disintegrates further, creating a pile of dust and chunks on the scorched floor. You take a deep breath. It is horrific to be so close to death. A person stops being a person when their soul leaves. It's okay. As the terror wears off and the soot comes off, you find something in the mess you made. Glimmering. A chain. A thin gold chain. Parts of it. However, the second after you see it, you watch it begin to glow. An esoteric glow. Then it starts to break apart in front of your eyes. The goblin chain, within seconds, turning into another pile of dust. The fuck? A cursed necklace? A defense mechanism. Nothing you can deal with now. Check out the head. Not much to see. Fire's burned off everything. While the charred beyond recognition, the skull itself is fairly intact. The mouth is intact. Good. And why is that good? Exactly. So you can have someone to talk to, of course. Speak with dead. It requires an intact mouth with a corpse to successfully mimic speech. Even in this condition, the corpse should be a valid target. Do I notice anything else? A good question. Looking for distinguishing features, you notice something interesting. Ears. Ears? Ears? Look at the ears, Snell. He squints. Barely there. What about him? Look closer. Sure, what am I supposed to... Oh. Oh. Despite barely keeping a recognizable form, what remains of the ears have a peculiar shape. They're sharp. They're pointy. Oh. Pointy ears, Snell. He looks around. There's only one humanoid creature on the coast with this body size and pointy ears. Not an orc, not gnome, and not a human. The goblin takes a step back. No chance. Denial for both of you. It's unbelievable, but there's no doubt. Oh no. Ilium weeps. Her children are slaves to fascism. Companion glares at the corpse's head, then slowly turns toward you. Oh no. Oh dear God. It's a damn elf! The scent of Urkul amidst the flames a mist. This is the death you fear. The dramatic end to your career. Did they know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed in this trapped hallway of a mission. You only have one choice now. Find out exactly why this happened. Who killed the elf? Who blew up the tea shop? You feel the answer must lie below. Far, far below. Your eyes follow the towering dark knight as he walks past, heading down the stairs. The body is secured. Good. Good. The pale man answers behind his desk. Now leans against the iron slab, his eyes fastened entirely upon the elvish corpse across the chamber. I think I expected a dwarf. Huh? A dwarf? Dwarf? What? Why? The tea shop used to be a gathering place for Asgals. My first thought it was infighting or a political assassination. But an elf? There's like 3 of them in the entire city. Don't say anything for a while. After a few seconds, the goblin scoffs and rubs his eyes. Did dwarves have a deal with Ilium? The drummer? He lets out a big sigh. I guess we got more questions to ask. How bad is this? The Ilium are powerful. Even here in Norvik, if one of their own got offed, yeah, I mean, could spell trouble for sure. Should be easy to identify an elf, right? You'd think that. I'm guessing it'll be impossible. I don't like Viskin. We shouldn't have brought the elf here. Whisper so the pale man doesn't overhear. Look, I'll say it again. He's a weirdo. But the old lady has a deal with him. And for better or worse, he's our guy. The connection here is interesting. They're both strange entities here in this strange city. Look, this is above my rank. But I don't see anyone jumping at the chance, so you're still serving the old lady for now. He's ordering you around again, but perhaps this is not the time to complain. So, what now? He takes a deep breath. The goblin does not look forward to reporting all of this. We gather any remaining clues in the tea shop, then we report to Lady Sageleaf. He snaps his fingers. ASAP. You hear the pale man clear his throat across the circular chamber. Cleric, I'm finished with my report. Give him a thumbs up. Hey, you obviously want to do the thing. The thing? What's the thing? You know, the thing. He holds up his hand to his mouth and mimics talking. What's he implying? What thing? He groans. You know, the thing you clerics do with corpses. What's it called? When you speak with the dead. You never had a chance to cast Speak with the Dead before coming here. The spell, Speak with the Dead? It's just called that, right? That's the one? Right, that's the thing I'm somewhat capable of doing. He squints. Phrasing it like that doesn't evoke trust in your abilities, cleric. But you get 5 questions from that spell, right? With that, you should easily be able to figure out who, what, why, when, so on and so forth. Perhaps Viskin can tell you something about the spell? I can't cast 3rd level spells yet, though. Oh, wait. But doesn't it take years to learn that shit? Give me an afternoon or 2. Well, aren't you just absolutely horrifying? Let's talk to Viskin, hear his report. Yeah, sure, lead the way. Alright, let's get going. Okay. I need to find out who can fix my book. Who repairs book Esoteric Ebb? Located on the right side of the AR trading offices in Water Lane View area. We'll be back. Is this the milk run? Yes. Can I help? No. Okay. You just hanging out down here? No. Go away. I will not talk to cleric. He seems like he's not in the mood to talk. Obviously, yes. Halfway through. Nell glares at you and shrugs. Who's funding this operation? I am. I get it from producer to transport and sell. It's the milk run. It's big profit. Then no more questions. I am busy. So rude. Opens at sundown. Alright, I've got to come back at sundown. Pile of floor, find a pile of broken porcelain. Damn, it's like a clump. It says it coughs a little. The heat must have been extremely intense. Try pick one up. Grabbing the edge of the cup reveals how stuck it is. It can't move it like an inch. They've been deformed by the fire. The heat must have been thousands of degrees. Can I pull harder? We'd only break. No use. I'll stop looking at the cups, I think. You step behind the counter. There are compartments filled with tin boxes in the back. Complicated set of tubes and pipes combining into some type of tea-making machine. A brewer. Not often you get one of these days. I'll have a sweet with cream, please, Nell says nasally. He leans over the counter. I'll make that a half cream, actually. My tummy's sensitive today. He's making fun of humans and their love of milk. Not the best joke, but he'll like you more if you play along. We only serve hill-sourced oat milk, sir. The goblin looks at you and then looks at the counter, then looks at you again. That's called a double take. Good job. Look at his face, pure shock. Good one, cleric. He waves his claw. Check the counter. Look at the surface. There's a slab of wood covering the stone base of the countertop. But the stone still stands, strong, steadfast. Look over the machine. Pipes and levers melted. Glass shattered. This was fine work of engineering. Check the pipes. Copper pipes, expensive, one shiny, now charred and bent. Handcrafted. You can see the markings of rounded hammer across it. A lot of care went into this machine. Check the copper chamber at the top. This is where you put the tea leaves. As you lean in, you don't see much beyond some burnt muck through the cracks. Do you smell something? It smells awful. An intense scent. Why does it smell like that? It contains something foul. You do not know what. You must go closer. Know the scent. Leaning closer. Come on, don't. Inhale the horrible scent. You smell the disturbing burnt muck through the gaps in your helm. It smells like disgusting burnt muck. Bad. This is not good. You know this is bad. What smells foul makes your nose stronger. That is not true. Your knees shake, but you stand. As you turn around, you find the goblin staring at you with a worried expression. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Check the output valve. The metal valve at the end, it's shut. It's only shut when it's brewing. That means it was working during the explosion. Open the valve. You try to open the valve, but it bends to an odd angle. Wait. That's not how a valve's supposed to feel. It's stuck. You are the hammer. The valve is the nail. Force it. If the machine does not work, you make it work. Oh no. You put a little pressure on the valve as you turn the lever. Suddenly you hear a snap. Tiny piece of copper comes flying towards you, hitting your helmet with a dink. Shit, step back. The valve burst open, releasing an oozing pile of tea and ash and God's only knows what on the floor. God to be damned, Snell mutters and holds his nose. The scent is particularly awful. Avoid. Avoid. Try to survive. No. Oh, thank fuck. Foulness. But do you not think you cannot stand the smell of fetid, melted ooze? The goblin is dry heaving next to you. It's not so bad. It's not so bad, Snell. Don't be dramatic. Alas, you persevere. The floor behind the counter is now covered in a layer of ashy mulch. This is not what victory smells like. But you have won. You will tell tale of the chamber and the valve to your offspring. This will be your legacy. This is who you are. It better fucking not be. Strong veto on that one. What did I gain from this? A loud ding comes out of the machine as the last dribble of ooze exits the canister. It's still operational? What the hell? The death knell. After the bell, the box opens up at the top of the machine. Inside you see dry tea leaves. The steam leaves that they're supposed to add extra flavor and that scent. They are ukul leaves from Kalgamesh. Wait, this thing was ready to go? Doesn't that mean it was being used during the explosion? Possibly, truly a possibility. Alright, well, that means those tea leaves are evidence. The goblin is correct for once. Evidence, huh? Snell stares at you. Yeah, pick up the leaves, cleric. What, he does not get to speak to you that way. Hey, you don't tell me what to do. I think I just did. He sighs and takes a step back. Fine. Whatever you do, don't take the leaves, cleric. Reverse psychology. What does he think you're... Thank you. Grab the leaves. God damn it. He reverse psychologied me. No. Carefully place the dry leaves into your pouch. Goblin gives you a nod. Now, can we please not hang around this goop? Look into the charred boxes. The boxes are full of tea leaves. Well, I mean, they're supposed to be. The heat from the explosion has melted the tin and its contents. Stop looking around the shop counter and leave. Hey, there's only one more spot in here to check. I'm just trying to get some XP engaged. We're so close. Along the walls you find a row of 2 booths. Any textiles are obviously ruined, but the wood itself stands. Interesting. Your companion squats down and checks under the tables. Yeah, it's fucked down here too. How insightful. Happy to help. Goblin glances to the other booths. I'll look around, I guess. The militia hose the whole place down, Snell says while lifting a coal-like wood piece. Especially here in the front. It's all sludge. Gonna be hard to find any signs of anything. Bad guys always leave big signs. We'll find something. Wouldn't be that neat, he says as he drops his piece. Yell if you find something. You focus on a particular booth from what used to be one. The textiles once draped over the seating have turned to ash, charred along with the expensive wood. Along with the water damage, the elemental forces here are intense. Stone tables remain standing for now, scorched like dwarven architecture. Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything here. I'll check the other booth. He lifts his head and sniffs. Keep looking for now. Don't waste too much time here. He's ordering you around. He can't do that. Goblin is simply making conversation. Don't read into it. Look over the debris carefully. Bingo. Lifting some of the wreckage, you spend 10 minutes searching around the crevice behind the booth until something catches your eye. Something not burnt. You reach and grab it. Tiny metal leaf. It fits into the palm of your gloved hand. As you wipe the soot, you find that it's in strange condition. Its intricate design shows both value and style, but you feel a tingle down your arm. Esoterical. The tiny leaf fits in your palm of your gloved hand. A magic item? Brooch is half melted. A magic item does not get destroyed like this, not by anything but the most powerful of magic. It simply does not happen. A dainty elvish symbol representing their degeneracy and decadence. Hey! Yells somewhat loudly. He jumps, then gives you an angry glare. Not so loud, damn it! The goblin scoots over to you and looks at the tiny pin in your palm of your hand. Strange. Interesting. It kind of survived the fire. Bring it with, show it to the old lady. I don't think it's relevant. You don't think a clearly magical piece of jewelry inside this exploded tea shop would be a relevant clue? No. Right. He looks around. Let's focus somewhere else in here. Focus on the charred remains of the table. Glancing over the scorched wood, you find it's simply burned like everything else, barely existing. But it is wood, intact wood, relatively speaking. Malicious attempt to stop the fire splashed everything with water as well, so all the soot's just sludge. Still quite strong, wedged along this stone bench. Ooh, a risky one. Put pressure on the broken piece. You lean on it, the weight of your bulging muscles, the overwhelming masculinity strains the thick timber. You hear the wood fibers twitching. It snaps. You hold a piece of the wood in your hands. Your companion gives you a confounded look. What? It wasn't ruined enough for you? Just a souvenir. Great. Tea shop debris. Looking at the piece of wood, it's been infused with fiery energies. Looking inside the burnt wood, you see a sliver of an alive bracken. Let's stop investigating this booth. Okay. God, I'm so close to leveling up.